Hachette Audio presents 14th Deadly Sin. Written by James Patterson and Maxine Paetro. Read by January LaVoy. For Susie and John, Brendan, Alex, and Jack. Part 1. Chapter 1. It was a blindingly sunny morning in May, and Joe Molinari was out for a walk in the park with Martha, his smart and funny dog, and Julie, his adorable 9-month-old baby girl. Julie was in a sling, her belly against her great big daddy's chest, looking over his shoulder and waving her fingers toward the lake, with every confidence that she was making real words and that her dad would be happy to take direction. "Do you have a license to point those things?" Joe said to the child.
"Damn right,"
Joe replied in his best imitation of how Julie would speak, if she could.
"We all know who's in charge here, Daddy. I only need to point and babble. Race you to the bench by the ducks."
Joe ruffled Julie's hair and got a better grip on Martha's leash as he took in the scene again. He ran his eyes across the path to the bench, checking out the people with dogs and strollers, the shadows between the trees, and the traffic beyond the glare of the water. Then he paused to double-check a middle-aged guy smoking a cigarette, staring deep into his phone. These were the habits of a former federal agent, and until recently the Deputy Director of Homeland Security. He was now a consultant, specializing in risk management assessment for big corporations, government agencies, and other authorities. Currently, Joe was 6 months into a job he'd been working 18 hours a day, mainly from his office in the spare bedroom. It was a complex project, an obstacle course of practical and political complications. He felt fine about how it was coming along, and he also felt good about the lay of the land as he settled onto an empty bench with a fine, ducky view of the lake. Julie laughed and beat the air with her hands as he unstrapped her from the sling and sat her on his lap. Martha came over and tried to wash Julie's face before Joe interceded and pulled the border collie to his side. Julie loved Martha and giggled a long peal of baby talk just as Joe's cell phone rang. It wasn't Lindsay's ring. Pawing his shirt pocket, he saw that the caller was Brooks Finley, the exec who'd commissioned his assignment with the Port of Los Angeles.